So JJ puts his name into the draft 64 days until the NBA draft. And as he's getting ready for this situation, there is something that he has to do before he has to go in there. He has to qualify with other players and build a name based on his performance. And other guys have done the same thing. There's some young guys, there's some older guys, and they're all different ages and many different skills of school and where they actually were able to perform. But now they see a legend that stepped into the locker room. And the legend, his name is Scottie Pippen. He was able to bring one of his rings. It doesn't show very closely what year, which one of the rings that he was able to do. But he actually shows a ring to these young gentlemen who are looking to make the NBA. As he's giving a speech on actually talking about his lifestyle and just what he came from and how he was actually invested his whole entire lifetime into the sport itself, he tried to show them the hunger it took that he had to making it the way it is now. And as they are touching a piece of the final thing that will make their career complete, an NBA ring. But as Scottie Pippen is actually talking to them and letting them know and just showing them a glimpse of what you have to do, they know who he is. They know what he was capable of doing. They know the role. And they know how valuable he is. So the words that were coming out of his mouth were like crystal and gold and diamonds. So they took that information and they had to go and perform in front of a bunch of guys that are looking for them to scout them in the near future. So in the next 64 days until the NBA draft, there will be a life-changing moment. But I got some great more and some many more footages of gameplay in this storyline. This is just one of them. The one character that really stands out the most is a character who actually got drafted to the Boston Celtics. If you guys know who Taco is one of the most tallest characters in the NBA right now. At his size, he's like almost 7'7" or something. But for the most part, he is wearing the number 99. But it's not about him right now. It's about JJ and the career path on what he chose. That is just one of the players that you are going to see when I was actually playing. You are going to come across a lot of stars that are going to come across you, challenge you, give you words of wisdom, and most likely give you information about how the NBA actually looks in their eyes. But the one thing that they were always saying is, humble yourself and things will happen. So I take myself to LA, and this is a part where I am going to meet another agent that is going to take me to the next level, and he is going to make me into the player that I want to be marketed off as. But before we start, he is a basketball player that was in the game that JJ once knew about, that put on a great performance of a highlight reel in the Madison Square Garden. And this gentleman is sitting here and he's going to be rounded off as one of the top 15 and higher. So it's 1 to 15. JJ is coming in as a 4-year veteran in college from a school that was not the most popular school, but knowingly he has the experience that a lot of coaches should want. Dedication and his craft has been taken care of. But as he's going to talk logistics and numbers and what they're going to be looking like in their lifestyle for the next 12 weeks until the draft combine happens, he's explaining to them what they're going to be doing, meal plans, trainers, sleeping habits, all this great stuff that players need to understand. But as we are starting, he is starting to not know how to actually work a remote on his own TV. But now he gets to it. This is what it's going to look like. And what they're going to have to do is work together for the next 12 weeks and practice with each other, grind with each other, live with each other, and do amazing things with each other that will require them to be the best player that they can be until the draft. The whole point is to make it into the draft and sign a contract that will guarantee them a time for them to play the best basketball of their life and change the lives around them. So this time, he sits with them properly and shows them how serious this is from a lower level aspect. But he wants to let them know how important it is to be invited to this combine. All the teams are going to be there from the NBA, and they are going to watch everything you do on the floor till the time you step off the floor. And he is so excited for them, for the opportunity. He's perspiring and he's sweating. So we take ourselves closer to another area from what you can see. And now we're going back to the crib. So this is more of a chill time. He makes some shakes. He gets them one. He takes it and he's playing NBA2K. And JJ was saying this was going to be a great opportunity to see what teams actually use, their offense, the plays that they run, and a great amount of who gets most minutes, who gets this, and who gets that. And he starts to realize how they actually operate. From play to movement, to body language, who can do what, and exactly getting ready for the NBA experience in the real life world. And as what he was saying was, he's a little bit confident and cocky. He's from the UK. And he was saying that, they have a different way of how they look at things. And he was saying that the grind is the same way. But you, as a person, make it harder for yourself if you're not ready for it. I hope to show you guys some more footage and some great more times on this game, and I hope to see you come back and enjoy some more footage with me, and I most likely will show you guys some more, as NBA 2K footage is still around the corner and I still have more to show you guys. And the storyline takes place at the Gatorade gym. The agent who was actually sending them on this 12-week greatness, like, this is the trainer that is going to take place and train them for the next 12 weeks to get them ready for the NBA combine. Mind, body, and soul ready. Practice starts at 6 a.m. every morning for the next 12 weeks, and they're going to practice, train, and get their body right. What she's supposed to do is evaluate them every single day and get back to the agent to see what their status is. The first thing that they say was, can you stretch? You're going to get into stretches. They work out for probably at least an hour and something minutes to get the body right. And basically he asks, how are they doing? And she's saying they're barely making it, just making it, but they're hitting the minimum. And he was not pretty happy with what the result was, but they have so much more time to take care of. But he picks up a weight that weighs almost 15 pounds and he's struggling. So he knows that they're really getting the workout they probably really need. It's not something that he's going to be capable of doing, but it's something that they need to stay on top of. So the agent is making sure that he keeps a keen eye on both of his players that are going to be signing big contracts for the next couple of years. As we are going to the next scene and next part, please hit that like and subscribe button and hit that post notifications to see more videos on my channel for NBA 2K20. I will be showing some more and likewise some gameplay on this game. But next, JJ is now looking a little bit more, feeling more better, and he's talking to the agent about opportunities and somebody he is about to meet that deals with a lot of marketing brand schemes. And likewise, when I mean schemes, these ones are the most correct and 100% things that you want. Guys who can advertise you the best. So right now, JJ is talking to one of the gurus who actually got LeBron James the lifetime deal of Nike. He got to talk to him, and he basically got to see him in person. And now he's flattered because he's a fan of a fan, and he says he likes what he's doing, JJ's doing on the court, but most of all, he is liking that he is here sitting down with him here, and he likes the agent himself. That's the only reason why he got himself in the door. Now, he's not too sure about what he wants, but he wants to let him know, if you want something, you gotta go and get it. And basically, he's trying to show him the little drive that he needs to have that edge to secure deals, but not only to secure deals, but just to make sure that you take small little deals before the big deals start coming. Because when you start to do the little ones, they're going to realize how big you really are, and then they're going to take you more serious. So now he's trying to give him the business aspect about what they're really looking forward towards, and the small little goal is what you're going to do first before you start to get to the big goal. But for now, he's saying you can aim high, but remember, work small, then get big. So that's the key that he was talking about in this moment right here. And he is going to let him know about the conversation that they just had, and he's going to brief him on the conversation that they just had. And they want to know, he wants to know, how do you actually feel about what they were just talking about? And he wants to hear him out. For the most part, he's just saying, be yourself and be you. Be likable and be the person who you want people to like. And as we take it to another scene, he gets to bump into Anthony Towns. And Anthony Towns gives him the lowdown on what the NBA has felt for the past couple of years he's been in the league. Because JJ has pretty much met all these players, but he played 4 years in the NCAA kind of feeling. So Anthony Towns is giving him the rundown on how, how he looks at it and sees it, and he gives him a humble approach. And the whole point about it is he's going to let him to know, have fun, and it's going to be an experience of a lifetime. And this part is another part where they meet up later in the morning, or in the day, or in the night, because they got pizza on the table, and they said some great news. We just got some grand finale news that you guys both got invited to the combine. So now this one is looking really closely and looking very up in as an agent towards a player and a player towards an agent. So he's telling him, all these things that are going to be taking place that are going to be special. But not only that they're doing the right thing right now. And working together for the next 12 weeks sounds like a great thing. But,